K5TDC, KF5POK.
KF5POK, go ahead, Christine.
How are you this afternoon, sir?
I'm doing well. Watching all the different radar pictures and looking at all the stuff going on down there in Stephenville.
I agree. They may have it a little bit rough. We've been watching it too, waiting to see if the Weather Service decides to activate spotters or not to bring you online.
Yeah, I sent an email earlier to Jerry. Still, I mean, when you look at this storm down there in Granbury, that thing has almost a pure, for right now, pure easterly track. I think they're going to be watching more of the storms that are up in Young County around Graham. Back in that area, they've got more of a tendency to build and come this way.
That's what we were figuring, because it looked like the ones down south probably wouldn't come through Tarrant, but we figured that the other ones might later tonight.
Yeah, I think we're still a couple hours out before anything develops.
KB5K off a little info.
Last caller, I didn't catch your call sign.
KB5K off. I'm down here in Burleson looking to the east, to the west. This storm down there has got a huge inflow mustache, miles and miles of inflow going into this thing, so it's going to keep turning and burning.
So you said you're down in Burleson watching it build?
I'm looking up to the southwest, and it's got a huge, huge inflow mustache, so it's going to keep on going.
Yeah, I mean, it indicates it's on a direct track for Cleburne, but unless it grows or kind of drifts more northeast, it's not going to impact Tarrant County right now.
Yeah, I'm taking 174 straight down towards it, so I'll get in front of it, but I'm going to stay out of that hail.
Yeah, and the south part of that storm has just got all kind of shear markers in it and all kind of little notches in it, so you may want to really be careful.
Kilo Golf 5, Delta Zulu Zulu.
Delta Zulu Zulu, this is KD5TDC.
Kilo Golf 5, Delta Zulu Zulu. I'm at Alito Road in I-20. The wind here has been gusting about 40 to 45 miles an hour to the west, which is an inflow to the backside of this storm. So I'm going to be standing by out here. If y'all need me, holler at me. Kilo Golf 5, Delta Zulu Zulu.
All right, I don't know if I think the weather services, they've pretty much got their hands full with the storm. They just threw up a severe thunderstorm warning for Jack, Palo Pinto, Stevens, and Young until 8. And then they say radar indicates a likely tornado east of Stephenville near Chark Mountain, moving northeast.
Yeah, roger that. The steering currents of that earlier storm looked like it was also going to go east. I mean, it was tracking to the east, but when it got down by Granbury, it took a left turn and came up here towards Alito and disappeared. And it looks like this storm, looks like the clouds are doing the same thing. It looks like the steering current's going to take it up to the northeast, I think. Kilo Golf 5, Delta Zulu Zulu.
Okay, spotters in Erath County, east of Stephenville, they report a tornado.
K5KR, stand by. I'm on the phone with a couple of them.
W5ISC, them storms don't look like they're going to hit the Joshua area, do they?
They're on, per se, a track if they hold together.
Yeah, I hope they don't hold together. My grandkids are out there in a trailer house. It's a nice home, but trailer house no match for a tornado.
Yeah, Weather Service says that the latest indication of a new tornado near the Erath-Hood County line west of Biloxi. The circulation's moving almost due north.
Well, I'm out here listening, so we called out. I'll be ready to go, W5ISC.
Okay, W5ISC, this is Kilo Delta 5, Tango Delta Charlie, K5FTW.
KB0 DBJ Mansfield.
KB0 DBJ.
We're just getting ready down here in Mansfield, so it'd be nice to know if what's headed our way.
Copy that. Stand by just a second. I'm trying to see about how fast this thing is traveling. And the Weather Service has moved the tornado warning box. They've adjusted it. They say there's a tornado between the cities of Biloxi, Tolar, and Hill City.
K5KR with a quick question.
This is KD5TDC, if I can answer it for you, sir.
Stand by. Let me get this coming out on the Weather Bureau real quick. KB5KR again.
Go ahead, KB5KR.
Yeah, just going down the highway here, 174, this looks like this is going to be much further north, so maybe it will clip the southern end of Tarrant County?
Well, the severe thunderstorm warning box doesn't touch the corner of Tarrant County yet. They just extended the tornado warning box. They adjusted it for that other storm just a couple of minutes ago. But I mean, this thing is still a ways away. The tornado that they confirmed at 7:08 was 10 miles northeast of Stephenville. It was moving north at 25. This is KD5TDC.
Another warning coming out.
Yeah, they issued the severe thunderstorm warning for Palo Pinto and Parker for that storm that's spinning kind of an odd direction till 8 p.m., 60-mile-an-hour wind, hail 1 inch. And they continued the severe thunderstorm warning, wind at 70, hail 2 3/4 inch for Erath-Hood in Somerville till 7:30 p.m.
This is K5VMC. Is TDC still on frequency?
Station calling, this is KD5TDC.
KE5TDC, this is Kilo 5, Victor Mike Charlie. I'm up here at 820 in Marine Creek Parkway out here at the soccer fields. Got some folks playing around out here. I know that cell is kind of meandering this way.
just wondering if I should jump out here and kind of give them a heads up. I'm seeing cloud-to-cloud lightning over this direction.
Well, let's take a look here. I don't think there's, just right here at the moment, that there's anything. I just flipped over to look at the hail down in the storm that's about to move into ground.
Roger that. Thank you, sir. K5BMC.
Okay, K5BMC. The Weather Service has drawn a new severe thunderstorm, drawn a new polygon, and it runs from Lipan up through Weatherford to Springtown, but it stops at the Tarrant County line. So just at this moment, within the next few minutes, there's nothing in the area, but there are storms just popping up to the west of us, just all over the place. It's really active down south. Parker County is starting to, Palo Pinto is starting to add up, and those storms are moving into Parker, so they need to stay alert.
Roger that, sir. I do appreciate your help. K5BMC.
This is Kilo Delta 5, Tango Delta Charlie. Okay, so here's the question that was asked of the Weather Service. The question was, what are your thoughts as the Glenroe storm pushes through Johnson County? Do you think it'll fall apart like the last cell or stay together to push into Ellis? And Weather Service responded that holding together so it may clip northwest Johnson County. Large hail is still a threat, not quite as strong as it was. Okay, all stations, I'm relaying this from the National Weather Service. They're continuing the tornado warning for ERAP Hood in Somervell County till 7:45 p.m. At 7:28 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located 10 miles northwest of Dinosaur Valley State Park, or 13 miles southwest of Granbury, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. This is KD5TDC.
K5KFR, Teller EOC online.
K5KFR, how are you, Bill?
Doing good. Are you getting static on the frequency as I am here?
Yes, sir, and they're thinking it's corona discharge, and we need a good lightning strike near the repeater to kind of bust that static field off.
Roger that, yep. Probably just ARES very charged. So we'll be standing by. We're on duty. K5KFR monitoring.
Okay, thank you, sir. Do y'all have any events going on, or just normal Sunday afternoon stuff?
Normal Sunday afternoon stuff. There's no major events at Town Hall. I just passed through there, and nothing in this area. It's quiet at this point.
Do they have art in the square in South Lake?
So Roger, they have art in the park in the South Lake Town Center. Do not know the end time on that.
KB5ZM1. I just saw here on the Weather Channel they showed video of Comanche County. The hail was baseball size, covering the ground earlier in the day.
KB5ZMY, Ricky, I think that came from the first storm, and this second storm is producing just the same amount.
The way they're talking right now, I've been watching back and forth between the local and the Weather Channel. What they're looking at is it all going south of us, going straight east of us and missing most of Tarrant County, this storm. But later in the evening, we could have some more stuff that will impact Tarrant County.
Yes, sir. They just put out a notice expecting golf ball size hail for Granbury. And let me click on the warning here just a second. Stand by. Okay, so Mansfield, this is kind of for you. Weather Service has, at 7:33, they issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Hood in north central, southeastern Parker, northwestern Johnson until 8:15. At 7:33 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Granbury, moving east at 35 miles an hour. It had golf ball size hail, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So it's kind of not moving real fast, but it's moving about 35. So still kind of on a track to kind of come across that direction. This is K5TDC.
K5TDC, KF5TTN.
Tango, November, go ahead.
Are we still thinking that storm down by Granbury is going to go due east, or did it turn?
Stand by just a second, and I'll kind of give you the latest thinking here.
Roger.
K5TDC, W5MAY.
Go ahead, MAY.
Weather Service has requested spotter activation. Storm is moving northeast up 67 and is headed our way. We need to be looking at the southwest part of the county, down in that area right now. So if we can get people moving that way, get reports, I will get the notification started here in just a couple of minutes.
Copy that. All stations stand by. K5TDC, net control station for the Tarrant County Radio Amateur Civil Emergency Service. This RACES net has been opened at the request of the National Weather Service, and this is a Skywarn net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic at this time? Okay, this net operates under the authority of the Fort Worth Tarrant County Office of Emergency Management and FCC Part 97 regulations. This is a directed net open to RACES members only. Stations who wish to be recognized should send their call sign using ITU phonetics and wait for the net control to acknowledge your call before proceeding. Emergency or priority traffic may break in at any time using the pro sign break. All net traffic will stop and the braking station will be recognized by net control. This is Kilo Delta 5 Tango Delta Charlie net control for the Tarrant County RACES net. Okay, so I had some folks we were talking to earlier. I believe W5ISE. Are you still there?
Roger, I'm still out here. I'm going to be at MAPSCO. Roger, MAPSCO 72 and 58. West Point and Delane and 820.
Okay, I think the Weather Service they're going to want us to look down, I'd probably say around the, kind of from Crowley back to well south of Aledo. Sort of, I'm guessing 67 is, I think that's it, where it comes up from, let's see here, 377, correction, yeah, 377 where it comes up from Crescent into Benbrook. That's sort of the direction that storm is taking.
KAR.
KAR, go ahead.
KB5KR, 1187 and the Toll Road. and I'm watching the storm. Looks like it's gone way down in intensity. I can look up underneath it. It is probably moving a little bit to the north, but so far nothing. It's just not even hardly any lightning.
Yes, sir. And so what the Weather Service said was that it looked like this was about 7:50. They said about 30 to 45 minutes before it reaches the southwestern side of Tarrant County, around 9 o'clock for Grand Prairie if it stays on the same track. They also said there was a new inflow notch on the south side of Granbury. Golf ball-sized hail or larger still possible as the storm appears to be cycling strength again. I think that's why they're wanting us to get a look at it, because it's getting its second legs underneath it.
Oh, Roger, yeah. Before it had a huge inflow mustache, and now it's a very short mustache. I can see behind it to the flanking towers, and they look like they're kind of mushy now also.
Copy that. And I had an earlier station, Delta Zebra. Are you still there?
Roger that. Kilo Golf 5, Delta Zulu, Alita Road, 920.
If there's a station calling, you're very noisy. And I'm going to tell you, with all the energy and the issues that are going on with the repeater, a HT will probably not cut it tonight. This is K5FTW.
KF5BCZ.
BCZ, go ahead.
This is KF5BCZ. I'm locating myself on 377, US 377 at the Parker County line, just southwest of Whiskey Flats.
Gotcha, sir. 377 at the Parker County line, southwest of Whiskey.
Gary, anybody that's going out down there has been 2-inch and higher hail size, so any place you do go, please sure you have a place that you can get under cover.
This is W7REF, go ahead.
Car to get beat up. W5MA1.
W7REF, you doubled with another station.
Mansfield EOC, Kilo Echo 5, Tango Sierra Juliet.
TSK, yes sir, I called you a little bit earlier. You may have been away from the radio.
Okay, sorry about that. We're working 3 radios here. We're open. We have 3 spotters along the county line, the Johnson, Tarrant County line. K5FTW, Mansfield EOC.
All right, thank you, sir. Did you hear our earlier traffic about 7:52 on the, there's golf ball sized hail or larger still possible in this Granbury storm, and at that point in time it appears to be cycling strength back up again.
Affirmative, we're getting confirmation of that from Cleburne. ARES were in that net as well. K5FTW, Mansfield EOC.
KAR.
Alpha Romeo, go ahead.
Kilo Alpha Romeo.
KAR, go ahead.
KB5 KR. Yeah, I'm looking at the updraft. It looks like it's falling apart completely.
Well, it's not the storm that it once was, but it certainly still has got hail in it, I believe, and so it's just about to enter into the county. This is Kilo Delta. This is KD5TDC. KF5BCZ.
K5BCZ, go ahead.
I'm guessing that you're about to get or just getting some rain.
We're just getting light rain. The winds aren't excessive, but looking at the sky, it looks like more to the south. We've got lots of cloud lightning. That may be where the brunt of the storm is.
Yeah, the leading edge of this storm has just kind of got some rain. The core of it is just leaving the crescent area, so it's be a couple more minutes before it'll be on you.
Okay, I'll be watching for it. This is KF5BCZ, back to net.
Okay, we've got a station with APRS on. This is K5FTW. We have a RACESnet in progress. The Weather Service is looking at a couple of different storms. Just for your information, there's one along I-20, Strawn, Gordon, Santo, that's moving up this direction. And I think there's another storm, yes, that is east of Stephenville, in that same area where those previous two storms have come through, heading up that Chalk Mountain area. Our storm that we're watching here about to come into the county, if I'm looking at the right, information, they're saying they think it's dying out also as it moves into southwest Tarrant County. They expect the clusters to stay close to severe status as they move into the I-35 corridor, with hail being the primary risk. This is KD5TDC.
Tango November.
TTN, go ahead.
K5 TTN 377 in Lakeway by the baseball field. I've got folks in the outdoors. Should I maybe go ask them if they want to maybe get inside?
Are you there in Benbrook?
Roger, yes, sir.
I don't know if that's our call. That storm is still a bit away, but I mean, nonetheless, it is a thunderstorm.
BCZ.
BCZ, go ahead.
Okay, this is KF5BCZ on 377 at the Parker County line. Our rain has increased, but nothing excessive, and our winds are still probably around 20 miles an hour.
Okay, winds 20, and can you estimate your rain?
It's probably fairly light, less than an inch per hour.
Copy that. Thank you, sir.
K5SAG.
K5SAG, go ahead, Christine.
Yes, sir. Saginaw EOC's online.
Thank you, ma'am.
Golf Victor November.
Golf Victor November, go ahead.
Kilo 4 Golf Victor November. I am available to go mobile with TV to go at 287 and 920 in Southwest Arlington.
Okay, I think we're primarily interested right now in the southwest portion of Tarrant County. but I will tell you there are numerous thunderstorms in the area. They're rebuilding again down in the Stephenville area, and there's a very large thunderstorm on I-20 kind of following Gordon, Santo, and Brazos. So, BCZ.
This is K5BCZ. Go ahead.
The most intense part of that storm should be right over the top of you if it hasn't already passed.
Okay, we picked up some slightly heavier rain, but we still have winds right around 20 miles an hour. Like I said, I'm observing lots of cloud-to-cloud lightning to the south of me, but as far as right here, I've seen nothing spectacular. This is K5BCZ, back to net.
Thank you, sir. It does not look to be intensifying like it was at one point in time. It looks like it's dying out again.
Control from K5KFR.
K5KFR, go ahead.
See information, I just see a tornado warning down south of us there, Granbury area. Is that something that just popped up?
Are you talking about the one that's 11 miles north of Hyco?
Roger that. Just looking to see if you have any track on it.
Yeah, there's just a boatload of stuff out there tonight, and I'm just kind of focused in right now on this storm that they ask us to watch coming into the southwest part of the county. As we walk this thing on through the county, I'll zoom back out.
Yeah, thank you. K5KFR, Keller, you'll see.
Okay, and the Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for ERAF in Palo Pinto County till 9 p.m. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Huckabee, or 16 miles northwest of Stephenville. It's moving east at 35 miles an hour. This is KD5TDC. And now they've actually let our severe thunderstorm warning, they've actually let it expire. W5MAY, KD5TDC.
Go ahead.
Do we want to drop back to an ARES mode and just wait for these next storms to roll in?
I think that's probably what we need to do at this point.
Okay, all stations stand by. We're going to come out of, well, Weather Service, do we have Weather Service on here? Okay, we're not going to shut the net down, but I think we're going to get out of RACES mode and just go to informal and go into ARES, so all stations stand by. Okay, this is KD5TDC. We're going to close the RACES net, but we're going to stay up informal in ARES. There are just numerous thunderstorms building all along the Mineral Wells, Palo Pinto area, moving along I-20. There's another thunderstorm that they have a tornado watch down that is east of Stephenville. So we're going to close the RACES net, and we'll stay up in ARES mode. Appreciate all the stations that participated. This might be a good chance for you to refuel, remount, refresh, and reload, and then we'll watch these next ones come in, because if they hang together, we'll have some nice weather. This is KD5TDC. K5FTW. We're kind of sitting here in ARES mode. The thunderstorm that started our activation has worked its way on through the county, and it's approaching 820, sort of in the North Richland Hills area. There's still major storms working their way from Mineral Wells down to La Pan. They're coming east down 20 toward us, and there's still a pretty significant cell east of Stevensville in the Glen Rose area that's also showing some motion. This is about the third in a series of storms that's produced a lot of wind and a lot of hail. This is K5FTW. We're in an informal ARES mode.
Lima, Oscar Lima for microphone check.
Lima, Oscar Lima. This is K5FTW. You've got a very good signal.
WX5, LOL. We are currently on 7 in the county, just cruising around, waiting for these storms out east to come our way, or excuse me, out west to come our way. So once they get into the county, we'll just tell us where you need us.
Well, the way it looks like now, I'm not sure which storm is going to hit us first. The edges of the large thunderstorm that kind of reaches down from Mineral Wells through La Pan, the outer edge of that's just coming into Weatherford, and then the Glen Rose storm is still just pounding those guys down there. So it's probably going to, we're probably going to get simultaneous storms coming in here if they hold together.
Yeah, I got you. I'm a chaser for Channel 4 here, so we got radar in the vehicle. So we're just watching things roll into town, and we'll report anything we see.
Copy that. Thank you, sir.
Tango November, question?
Go ahead, TTN.
K5TTN. Any idea on timing on the storm that's coming into Weatherford right now?
The most severe part of that storm, it looks as though it's kind of split. It's the whole storm, but it's kind of a little severe part of it up, and then the more denser part of it is still tracking along that Mineral Wells to La Pan area. The outer edges of the storm are probably in Weatherford now. The rain's probably started there, but I don't have the timing on here. Let me see if I can figure out my legend on my storm tracks to see if it'll tell me what the markers are. Okay, this is K5FTW. The Weather Service is saying there's a new thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm warning coming for Somerville, Johnson, and Southern Hood counties. This storm will likely begin to impact areas that suffered damage on Friday night. This is K5FTW.
N5VAV.
N5VAV.
Yeah, I'm 51 Yankee, looking southwest, almost over Fort Worth. I'm not sure what I'm seeing in the sky. It's not a cloud formation. It looks like perhaps ball lightning. I'm not sure what I'm seeing, but there's 6 or 7, looks like 6 or 7 rotating lights. I don't see a pattern. I don't know what I'm seeing. Does anybody else see that? It looks like it might ought to be Haltom City, Fort Worth. I'm looking due southwest from 51 Yankee. Never in my life have I seen anything like this. ball lightning, maybe?
Well, in looking at the radar, there's really no organized activity over the Haltom City area, so I'm not sure what you could be looking at.
I don't either. I thought it might be like it looks almost like those beacons, but I don't see anything from the ground. I don't see any trail from the ground to the sky, but there looks like 5 or 6, and they appear, they disappear, and appear and disappear, and they're just kind of randomly rotating in a clockwise fashion pattern. Like I say, it's due southwest of 51 Yankee. I'd estimate, like I say, East Fort Worth, over downtown somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, N5EAB.
K5JGD, Haltom City, OC.
How are you, Mr. Bonham?
Doing well, sir. I'm looking out my window, looking west. Way off out in the distance, I can see some cloud lightning, but I really don't see what the gentleman's referring to. I'll see OC.
KF5TXM.
KF5TXM, go ahead.
Roger, I'm on East Lancaster, 1 mile west of East Loop 820, and I'm seeing the lights, and they are just further west from me, from 820. They almost look like it could be the lights coming from the what would be the haunted house down there.
Okay, so like they've got spotlights set up, and they're running them in a pattern.
Roger, it kind of looks like that, but like he was saying, you know, normally you would see the beams coming up from the ground, but you can't really see that. All you're seeing is the lights going in a clockwise motion in the sky.
In N5EAB, they faded a bit. What's strange is it looks like I can see cloud shadows in front of them. Looks like they'll pass in front or behind the cloud. That's what it looked. It looked like the first time I saw it. It looked like an airplane as it comes out of a cloud just above the cloud. But then there were several of them, and they just appear and disappear. I don't know. Like I say, I've never seen anything like it. N5EAB.
W5MAY.
Go ahead, MAY.
Confirmation, those are lights down at the Hornet House. They have their spotlights running tonight.
Okay, well, thank you. I knew I wasn't going crazy, but I'd never seen anything like that. Thank you, N5EAB.
W5MAY, KD5TDC.
Hey, go ahead.
Are you hearing anything about, are they about to pull the watch box over us?
I haven't seen anything on chat yet. I think we'll just wait a little longer and see what happens.
And just for information, apparently Glen Rose is sounding alarms. They spotted a tornado on the ground by law enforcement on 144 South, 3 miles south of Glen Rose. Okay, the Weather Service says that on the current track, the Somervell County storm will track into the Bono area of Johnson County and other southwest parts of that county. So that's the way that storm is tracking down, and it's headed right from Glen Rose right to Cleburne. And this storm has produced a tornado that was observed between Granbury and Glen Rose. This is KD5TDC.
W5MAY.
W5MAY.
Crank it back up. We just got a notification. I'll have more information in a minute.
All right, thank you, sir. All stations stand by. KD5TDC, net control station for the Tarrant County Radio Amateur Civil Emergency Service. This RACES net has been opened at the request of the National Weather Service, and this is a Skywarn RACES net. Is there any emergency priority traffic at this time? Okay, if we have any emergency priority traffic, please use the pro sign brake, brake. All net traffic will stop. The braking station will be recognized by net control. Stations who wish to be recognized should send your call sign using ITU phonetics and wait for net control to acknowledge your call. This is KD5TDC net control for the Tarrant County RACES net.
Okay, Weather Service has requested our activation for storms moving in to Tarrant County from the west. No more details this time. We do need to get people to the western side of the county and southwestern part of the county. W5MAY, Fort Worth, EOC.
All right, thank you, sir. So we've got, looks like a severe thunderstorm from Weatherford up into Springtown, from 20 up, and then another one, a larger storm south of Weatherford, and then we've also got that other storm that may track up. So if we could have spotters head to the western and southwestern edges of the county. This is KD5TDC.
Bravo Charlie Zulu.
BCZ, go ahead.
Okay, I'm still out here on 377 at the Parker County line. So I'm watching storms all around me. I'll let you know if anything changes.
So you're just north of Crescent, right?
Yes, I just drove down to Crescent. Conditions weren't much different down there. There was a little bit more rain, but I've gone ahead and come back to the county line. This is KF5BCZ back to net.
Okay, you're just in the northern portion of the south sail. There's going to be kind of a short break, and then you're going to get into the southern portion of the larger northern sail. So you are on track for the most intense part of that southern part of this line of storms from Springtown down through Weatherford, Granbury, Toller, that area.
Yeah, looking on the radar, it looks like that one may be the one that's going to give us the most problems. The one down in Johnson County may come in the south or southeast corner of Tarrant County, but southwest corner looks like it's going to be most affected by the one coming in from Weatherford. This is KF5BCZ back to net.
UCT, go ahead.
Kilo Echo 5, Uniform Charlie Tango. I'm at I-30 and Chapel Creek, west side of town.
All right, thank you, sir. KD5TDC, Racing's net in progress. It looks as though this storm is kind of splitting in two, so there's a storm that's kind of centered over Weatherford, reaches up to west of Springtown, and then there's a more organized part of the storm that's well south of there along 377, and that one stretches from Toller up through Granbury, and that's going to move into the Crescent area and up into that direction here in just a bit. So this is KD5TDC.
W5MA1.
Go ahead, MAY.
Just as an information point for everybody that's out there, Storm Prediction Center is saying we have a chance for more high winds, possibly tornado, and at least one or two more supercells over the next 2-hour period. So hang on for a bumpy night, boys.
Did we get to put in for overtime?
Absolutely. Okay, Gary, we're starting to see the edges of this come into the county on the south side. We've had one little blow up on Casa. So anyone down to the south, Crowley area, Benbrook, down in that area, let's see if we can get some reports. Burleson.
Are there any stations in the southern part of the county? We're looking for reports on high winds or hail. This is KD5TDC.
Tango Romeo X-ray.
Tango Romeo X-ray, go ahead.
November 5, Tango Romeo X-ray. Mapsco 89 X-ray, stationary, dead calm.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, all stations, I've got plenty of stations checked in. I appreciate y'all checking in. We've got weather moving into the county. So what I'd like are reports to meet our criteria. We're looking at winds greater than 50, hail greater than 3/4 of an inch, wall clouds, tornadoes, wind-caused damages. This is KD5TDC.
ESJ.
ESJ, go ahead.
K5 TSJ, Mansfield EOC, extreme southwest, Mansfield, no wind. No rain, no hail yet, 23-mile-an-hour wind.
Not severe! Copy 23-mile-an-hour wind. I'm going to guess that's probably measured.
Measured.
And can you give me the direction?
From the southwest.
Okay, so the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Bosque Hill and, more importantly for us, for Johnson, Somerville counties till 10:45 p.m. And what they say was at 9:42 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Cleburne State Park, or 7 miles southwest of Cleburne, and moving east at 20 miles an hour. This is KD5TDC. In Mansfield EOC, you're probably right in the upper right-hand corner of that box.
Affirmative, we're watching it, K5 TSJ, Mansfield EOC. What's your minimum?
Go ahead with your report.
Light rain, wind from the south-southeast, gusting to 25. Location 1187 at Cardinal Road in Mansfield. No hail. That's nothing else to report. K5TSJ.
Copy that. Thank you, sir.
KG5 GTU in Arlington, standing by at 287 in Little Road. Nothing to report yet.
Thank you, GTU. As we get more into a net, it really works well if you guys will call, let net control acknowledge you, and then we can get your call signed down, and then you can give your report.
GTU, understand.
BCZ.
This is K5 BCZ. Go ahead.
Are you still down at there in the southwest part on 377 at the county line?
Yes, I am. We just had light rain. We've got lots of lightning, but light winds. Nothing to report. This is KF5 BCZ, back to net.
Okay, thank you, sir. That storm is just moving very slowly. It's west of Granbury now, and it's just slowly working its way up toward you. Okay, the Weather Service is telling us on the eastern Parker County cell that's moving into Tarrant County that the storms do not appear severe, but they are producing signs that they're having gusty straight-line winds on the order of about 30 miles an hour. We'll see these winds enter western Tarrant County near White Settlement to Benbrook shortly. Nothing like what we received on Friday, but the winds will pick up. This is KD5TDC.
MAY.
Go ahead, MAY.
Significant weather statement issued by the Weather Service at 9:53. Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Aledo or near Benbrook, moving east at 25. Wind gusts of 40 are possible with this storm. Torrential rainfall is also occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding.
This is KD5TDC. We've got a race net in progress. The storms, that one single storm we were watching that went from Wise County down into Hood County, now defined, it's a little more defined, and it's separated into two parts. There's a major part of that storm kind of goes from north and south of Springtown, and that storm's going to come through the northwest portion of Tarrant County. Weather Service advised us of a storm that's about to go through the Benbrook White Settlement area, and then we're still looking at the storm that's coming across from Granbury on 377, but it appears recently it looks like it's taken a more southeasterly track.
GST, K5 GST, your location?
We've currently got just a few scattered thunderstorms in the Keller area of those storms that we were watching. They kind of track from east of Weatherford up through Azle and Newark, and they're just slowly walking across that northwest edge of the county. All the other severe storms have stayed south of us, along Granbury, along the line from Granbury through Godley and Joshua, south of there. Most intense part of those storms are down in the Cleburne to Raul Vista Grandview area. This is KD5TDC. Okay, this is KD5 K5TDC. We've got a race season in progress. Just an update, the Weather Service is going to issue a flash flood warning for Johnson County because of the slow-moving nature of that storm. They've issued a flash flood warning until 1:15 a.m. this morning. This is K5TDC. This is K5TDC. The Weather Service says they received a new report of a confirmed tornado west of Rio Vista, and then they're saying power's out in Rio Vista 174 and County Road 1109, 70 to 80 mile an hour winds. That's coming from the Cleburne EOC. This is K5TDC.
Net Control K5NLM Weather Service.
Go ahead, NLM.
Well, we heard you calling. We had some radio difficulties here. How can we help you?
Just trying to determine if you need us to keep the spotters out in Tarrant County any longer.
Let me confirm with forecasters. Stand by.
Do we have anybody up in the Hazel area?
I made a call earlier, and I didn't get anybody up there. We've got somebody way up in the far northwest, up in like Mapsco 8, but I believe that's the only person I have that far northwest.
Now see if we can get a current conditions from them up there.
KB5DNR, you still with us, sir?
Yes, sir. Stand by. I'll be right with you. Very light rain. KB5DNR.
Okay, I got very light rain. I think another station doubled with you on the first part.
Roger, Mapsco 8, no wind. Very, very light rain. KB5DNR.
Thank you, sir.
Net Control Weather Service, K5NLM.
Go ahead, Weather Service.
Yeah, we have nothing possible. There's nothing right now in Tarrant County. Don't see anything. The cell up in the northwest end of the county is well below severe minimums, and not expecting anything at this time. Free to stand down.
Copy that. Okay. All right, I got a long list of EOCs in here, so y'all stay with me for just a second. Let's go backwards. Colleyville EOC, are you still with us? N5YM?
It's N5YM, Colleyville EOC. We're still with you.
Do you have any problems with us shutting down? Okay, this is K5TDC. We're going to close the race season at. We wish to thank all the stations that participated and those who stood by when they didn't have information to contribute. Your participation is appreciated by everybody in Tarrant County. We'll now return the repeater to normal amateur operation. All stations, please stand by while the repeater is reset to normal mode.
There we go. Also, as a note to anybody that's still left, there are still some storms building out to the west, but they are non-severe. All of the severe weather will pass to our south, according to the Weather Service. Thanks again to everybody that took part tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you from Juan Ortiz, our Emergency Management Coordinator for Fort Worth, and from Tanya, the Emergency Management Coordinator for Tarrant County. Hopefully we won't have anything going on tomorrow, but if we do, we will be here. W5MAY, K5FTW. We're clear.
WX5, LOL, monitoring.
Thank goodness we didn't get all them storms that they have down in Johnson County. My Lord, what a storm. Still got tornadoes on the ground possible down there. KB5ZMY.
K9WAT, yeah, we've been monitoring those for the better part of the day. We were down there actually for some of the early storms that came through, and those were pretty intense too, but the ones that are coming through right now are something else.
Kilo Echo 5, Bravo Golf Victor.
Now they got another tornado warning. Boy, I don't know. This has not been their lucky night. Holy moly. They're saying 2 or 3 tornadoes possible on the ground now.
Yeah, I'm monitoring it myself here, and we have the couplet on it, the velocities on it are just absolutely insane. There's definitely a very large and violent tornado on the ground down there.
And another thing, they're saying these storms are starting to just sit there and not move hardly at all, meaning the tornadoes are just sitting there basically moving a little bit, but just moving in one little area.
I feel bad for the people in that area, man. That's got to be pretty devastating. My goodness, man. What a live tonight, man. A lot of activity, unfortunately.
The Rio Vista, Parker area, all the way back to Stephenville has really been hit hard tonight. Look at the radar on channel 11. They're still on.
Yeah, we got mobile radar here, and the latest update just shows a large and violent tornado on it. Also, maybe a second rotation on there, so there very well could be 2 tornadoes down there. WX5 LOL.
What frequencies do they use to spot with down there? KB5DNR.
I think it was 146.940, not really sure on that. There is a list on there somewhere. We were just down there a couple hours ago, so. But the Johnson County radio network's not that great for handheld, the mobile net.
Roger that. Okay, thank you. KB5DNR.
This is K9WAT. It looks like the spotter network down there is 145.490. That's 145.490. PL tone of 88.5.
Clear monitor. Thank you. KB5DNR.
Just reissued the Tornado Watch box, and Dallas-Fort Worth's been taken out of it, but everything south of us is still in it till 5 a.m. Ooh, I feel sorry for them people down there. Ooh.
K9WAT, does anybody know what organization would handle volunteer for damage help down there tomorrow?
KB5ZMY, I would guess Red Cross would be doing the damage assessments down there.
Roger that, yeah. I may see if I can go down tomorrow and see if anybody needs some help.
Pretty sure they will, because they're saying Rio Vista is pretty bad damage. Last I heard here, they were saying that there was a lot of 18-wheelers turned over, and awnings and gas station covers knocked off, and lots of other stuff.
Oh yeah, that's pretty rough.
The problem is this storm is slowing down and just sitting. They've got several storms right behind them, waiting to come their way. Tornado possibly near the high school at Rio Vista.
K5OEM, MA Web, were you trying to reach us?
No, just getting in the car, headed back over to Arlington.
Understood. We've been monitoring Johnson County ARES net. Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I was listening to them also. Yeah, it does not sound good. If it truly is a mile wide on the ground down there, they're going to have a real mess.
Well, hopefully it will stay in south of Tarrant County, but we're sticking around for a while, just in case.
Yeah, Weather Service is pretty confident that anything that comes this way will just be rain and maybe some thunder and lightning, but all the severe stuff will be to our south, so we're good.
Understood. Have a good evening, Jerry. Good job to Gary for doing the net tonight. Thank you. K5OEM.
That tornado down there in Rio Vista, it's moving very slowly. It's not moving very fast. The storm's not moving very fast either, and it's dumping lots of rain. They've already had radar estimates of up to 5 inches of rain in that area.
WX5LOL, they're reporting extensive damage down there in Rio Vista, extensive damage.
They're showing this, the radar and the weather guys are talking, and they're saying it's moving very slowly, that tornado.
K9WAT, yeah, I'm monitoring the Johnson County RACES net currently, and they're talking about most of the damaging part of the storm is just absolutely stationary.
Right, I have a few chaser buddies down there, and they are saying that the tornadoes basically just stood on Rio Vista for a little bit, so they're going to definitely need some help down there.
I'm pretty sure it'll be Red Cross that'll be doing the storm damage assessments for that area.
WX5LOL monitoring.
LOL, are you going to run down there?
I'm going to wait for, well, they're reporting a large hail and a lot of flooding down there, so once the dangerous part passes, I'm probably going to try to track down 35 down there and see if I can help or anything right now.
I got you. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I definitely don't recommend anybody going down there right now or anytime soon. It's just, it's bad news right now. It's a large hail and the tornado is extremely rain-wrapped, so unless you have radar or you just want to wait, I just don't head down there right now.
I don't even think radar would be much help for you. as big as it is and as slow as it's moving. So, yeah, I understand. Well, I guess when the sun comes up, we'll see how bad things are. W5MAY.
I saw one of the pictures earlier in the evening down around Stephenville that the chasers with the, I call it the armored car, were in the area down there.
Yes, sir. I was down in that area. We saw a couple of them. It was definitely a hotbed of interest today.
There's going to be some definite flooding along with the tornado damage in that area. They showed one picture where the hail looked like it had been collected on the road, looked like snow.
So does that mean we're pretty much out of it, K5FTW?
Yes, sir. We are. If you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area, just some lightning, thunder, and some pretty heavy rain.
Oh, looks like we dodged another bullet again, K5FTW.
Looks like a lot of these people who didn't get the tornado down there are going to have enough hail damage. It'll be just as bad as having a tornado. Still getting baseball to softball size hail down there. Starting to drift back towards Cleveland now, the tornado.
What's the frequency down in Johnson County, W5MAY?
MAY, this is K9WAT. It's 145.490.
145.49. I just couldn't remember. All right, W5MAY, thanks.
Softball size hail near Alvarado. Ooh, yucko, bucko. KB5ZMY. The tornado in Hill County, Blum, tornado on the ground. KB5ZMY.
National Weather Service in Fort Worth has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Dallas, northwestern Ellis, and southeastern Tarrant County until 12:45 a.m. Severe thunderstorm located near Waxahachie, moving north at 10. Possible 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. It is radar indicated. K5 NLM National Weather Service.
Hey, Weather Service, this is WX5 LOL. Do you read me very well?
I don't know if it's still on frequency, but you sound good here. KB5ZMY.
Well, I hope they hear me. I'm in North Richmond Hills right now. We just had a storm here about 10 minutes ago move over. And it had some pretty large gusts here, probably 50 mile an hour easily.
All right, they said earlier we get gusty wind and some heavy rain and a lot of lightning and thunder earlier.
Yep, just pass along the report. WX5 LOL monitoring.
Well, that storm down around Hillsboro is now bowing out, and high winds coming out of it now.
Looks like it's heading quite north now too, K9WAG.
Well, I can't tell that right offhand which way it's actually going. It looks like it's still going east somewhat.
This is K5NLM National Weather Service. Were y'all able to hear the warning I read a while ago on this frequency? K5NLM.
This is K9WAG. Yes, ma'am, emergency.
Received, thank you. K5NLM.
Have Rio Vista on TV on Channel 8. They're showing pictures of Rio Vista now live.
Which channel are you seeing that damage on?
Channel 8. 8 and 11 is the only one still showing anything.